As we all know, the rest of the NBA season has been canceled due to the coronavirus, which absolutely sucks. We're not going to be able to watch basketball anymore, and it also sucks that the coronavirus is going around. But I was really excited for this year's playoffs. I don't know, and the NBA doesn't know whether or not they're going to continue the season after a certain amount of time, or if the playoffs are going to be canceled altogether. Nobody really knows what is going to happen with the season. So in today's video, we're going to be finding out what would happen if the NBA season did not get canceled. We are in NBA 2K20 right now, and we're starting at the last date of games played. And the last day that games were played was on March 11th, but both the Utah at OKC and New Orleans at Sacramento games were canceled. So we're going to simulate the rest of the games on that date, make sure they line up with real life. And from there, we'll simulate the rest of the season, find out which players win which awards, and find out which team will be crowned NBA champions. So checking out the NBA standings as of right now, currently the LA Lakers are first in the West, and it's a pretty close race for this 8th seed. Pelicans can actually still end up making the playoffs if the Grizzlies lose a few games and the Pelicans go on a winning streak. And over in the East, the Milwaukee Bucks are in first. They have the best record in the NBA, and the top 8 seeds in the East are pretty much locked up. I don't think the Wizards or Hornets are going to end up getting past the Magic. Of course, we got that MVP race between Giannis and LeBron James, and then we got that Rookie of the Year race between Ja Morant and Zion Williamson. I also checked out the stats and everything is accurate on here. So Giannis ends up winning MVP. I think this is the way it should end up going. He ended up averaging a little less points than he is right now in the NBA. He ended with 28.4 points, 13.3 rebounds, and 5.7 assists. And Rookie of the Year is going to go to Ja Morant. I don't think Zion played enough games in order to be Rookie of the Year. If he did play more games, I definitely think he deserves this trophy. But I don't know. That'd be the only thing. He didn't play a lot of the season due to injury. 6th Man of the Year is going to go to Montrezl Harrell. Lou Williams not getting it this year. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Kawhi Leonard. Most Improved goes to Bam Adebayo. And Coach of the Year is going to go to Mike Budenholzer, of course, the head coach of the Milwaukee Bucks. Checking out the All-NBA first team, we got Harden, Doncic, Giannis, LeBron, and Nikola Jokic. On the second team, we got Trae Young, Lillard, Davis, Kawhi, and Drummond. And on the third team, we got Westbrook, Beal, Sabonis, DeRozan, and Adebayo. Here are our all-defensive teams. I'm surprised Rudy Gobert didn't win Defensive Player of the Year. He took out the entire league by himself. Here's our second team, and then the rookie teams as well. So Zion Williamson not even making it on the all-rookie first team or the all-rookie second team. That is really weird. I don't know if there's a glitch with that or something, but that is very weird that he did not make it on any of the all-rookie teams. Check out our final standings in the West. Lakers going to remain on top. They only ended up getting 4 more losses for the rest of the season. And the Clippers only had 1 loss in this simulation, and they end up getting the 2nd seed, moving up against the Nuggets. Rockets end up moving from the 6th to the 4th seed. Utah Jazz move down. OKC gets a 6th seed. Dallas with the 7th seed. And the Grizzlies do end up getting the 8th seed. Pelicans not able to edge them out there. And then, of course, we already know who our bottom teams are. Going over to the East now, of course, the Bucks going to get the 1st seed. They ended up getting 5 more losses for the rest of the season. And then the Celtics end up moving ahead of the Raptors. Raptors get 9 losses in the simulation. Heat going to keep the 4th seed. Philly moves up 1 seed. And the Magic actually end up getting a better record than the Brooklyn Nets. So the Nets going to get the 8th seed in this simulation. And Detroit ends up getting the worst record in the East. Coming over to our stats now. Everybody's stats kind of went down a little bit. Harden ends up averaging 2 less points than he is right now in the NBA. Bradley Beal stayed the same. Damian Lillard ended up averaging more points. Trae Young a little less, and Giannis went down quite a bit. He is 3rd currently, but he went all the way down to 5th right there. Going over to rebounds per game, things almost staying the exact same as in real life. Drummond in 1st, Hassan Whiteside in 2nd, and then Rudy and Giannis ended up switching spots there. Assists per game, of course, it's going to go to LeBron. He wasn't able to get a triple-double this season, but very close. Kawhi Leonard jumped up into 1st place for steals per game. He's currently in 5th, but he ends up tying with Ben Simmons. and blocks per game, Hassan Whiteside is going to stay on top. So those are our stats, but now the most interesting part. Let's see how the playoffs are going to play out. Obviously, this is 2K though. It's not 100% accurate. You never know how the playoffs are going to turn out in real life anyways, but since the season is canceled, this is the best we got. Checking out the first round in the East, there was only one upset in the first round, and that was the Philadelphia 76ers beating out the Miami Heat. Otherwise, Raptors, Boston, and Bucks all moved on. Going over to the West, first-seeded Lakers beating out the Grizzlies. Rockets swept the Jazz. OKC ended up sweeping the Denver Nuggets, and then the Clippers beat the Dallas Mavericks. Let's simulate one more round to see who makes it to the conference finals. In the East, we ended up having one upset. The 76ers ended up beating the Bucks, and then the Celtics swept the Raptors. And in the West, we got the two LA teams. Not really surprising at all right there. I mean, people have been saying all season this is going to be the Western Conference Finals. Let's find out which two teams are going to make the NBA Finals. And the LA Lakers going to be our first team moving on to the finals, getting a 4-1 victory over the LA Clippers. So this series wasn't really close at all. And meeting the Lakers in the finals will be the Philadelphia 76ers. And this series ended up going to a Game 7, Boston with the home court. But Philly was able to overcome that, and they get the 15-point victory here. And our 2020 NBA Finals is going to be the LA Lakers facing off against the Philadelphia 76ers. 76ers wouldn't be the team I would choose to win this year, but you never know what could happen in the NBA Finals. That's definitely possible. But let's see who's going to take home the championship. Lakers with a huge blowout in Game 1, winning by 37 points. Lakers do have the two first home court games since they do have the higher seed. And in game number 2, we have an even bigger blowout. Lakers winning by 49 points here. It looks like this might be a sweep. But in game 3, Philly gets the home court and they end up beating the Lakers, getting a game. In game 4, they weren't able to do the same thing though. Lakers overcoming that away game, and they take a 3-1 series lead. They can win it all at home in game 5. Hopping into game 5 here, this is a super close one. 76ers currently up by 2 points with only a minute 14 left. Of course, 76ers need to win this in order to continue the series. Lakers need to win this to take home the championship. Al Horford at the line, hit his first free throw there, and his second one is no good. So Philly only going to have a 3-point lead. JaVale McGee down low with the perfect release. Nobody covering him in the paint at all. Kind of a weird lineup right now for the Lakers. Thibault not able to hit the 3 there. Rondo to LeBron to take the lead. That is no good. Horford with Rondo covering him, but he's not able to hit the shot. But he gets his second chance points. 76ers up by 3. Odd choice. Gonna come inside. Tough shot. That's no good. But AD getting the board. Time winding down. LeBron from 3. That's no good either. And the 76ers are going to take game number 5. 76ers are able to take advantage of that home court, tying up the series 3-3. We got a game 7 in LA. Despite game 7 being pretty close all game, Lakers are going to come home with the victory here, up by 13 points. Nice block there by Milton. It's not enough for the 76ers. The LA Lakers are your 2020 NBA champions. And realistically, I think this definitely could happen. Lakers championship. There they are holding up that trophy. LeBron getting another one. Anthony Davis getting his first trophy. And LeBron James is finals MVP. Checking out LeBron's finals stats. He averaged nearly 35 points per game, 6.1 rebounds, 10.7 assists. Playoff LeBron is always on a different level. Checking out the leaders for the playoffs, we had Kyrie up on top there. He ended up getting injured again in the playoffs. Then we had Harden, LeBron, Giannis, and Porzingis as our top scorers. Rudy Gobert averaged 22.3 rebounds per game, but they did get first rounded. Assists ended up going to Doncic. Again, they got first rounded. Steals to Chris Paul and blocks to Rudy Gobert. But that is going to be it for the video. According to 2K, if the NBA season wasn't canceled, Lakers end up getting the championship. Giannis, MVP, Ja Morant, Rookie of the Year. Let me know your thoughts, but that's going to be it for this video. If you did enjoy it, make sure that you do smash that like button. And if you aren't already, make sure that you do subscribe to the channel. This has been your boy Smequle, and I'll see you next time. Peace.
I got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back. Tell me I'm garbage, I'm going through something, that's why I ain't calling. Phone and progression is all that I wanted. The phone and affection, I summon and dub it. Cause I got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems I solve them. I run through the